KTN News.
The courts must not be used to oppress workers. That was the message from the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union, KMPDU, Secretary General Dr. Ouma Oluga, after he was found guilty of contempt of court charges and consequently sentenced to a 1-month non-custodial term by the Employment and Labour Relations Court in Nyeri. Oluga and his co-accused South Rift Branch Secretary Davji Atella were, however, released upon a payment of 10,000 shillings each. And as Ibrahim Karanja now reports, KMPDU threatens to in turn sue county governments for their failure to honour CBAs.
For a man who has previously spent more than 50 hours at the committee prison, the sentencing by a Nyeri court could not deter his gusto in championing for the union's interests and rattling some feathers while at it. This time, Dr. Ouma Oluga directing his unreserved thoughts towards the corridors of justice.
We as a union have never, ever disobeyed the law, and we will never, ever disobey the law. But the employers must stop using the court to forgo issues that they are supposed to engage with employees.
Whether you call it a case of sour grapes, especially coming less than an hour after a sentence by the Employment and Labour Relations Court judge, Justice Nzioki Makau, that left Oluga and his co-accused Davji Atella each 10,000 shillings poorer for failing to call off a doctor's strike in Laikipia County as had been ordered, the Secretary General only had one thing in his mind, which he was determined to express.
Trade unions and employers should engage in what they call the tripartite arrangement. And the court is not part of that tripartite. So the tripartite means the union, the employer, and the regulator. And most of the time, the regulator is the Ministry of Labour. So outside of that tripartite, the court is not one of them.
And this is our clarion call to all counties. When we have issues, let's sit down and dialogue. Rushing to court doesn't solve the issue. That is being a coward. And they want to call upon the governors to stop being cowards.
But according to Nyeri-based lawyer Wahome Gikonyo, the quest by KMPDU to bar courts from handling employment and labour disputes could be equated to biting a hand that occasionally feeds you.
The court has made orders against trade unions in the same way it has made orders against employers. It has also made orders against employers, just like in the same way it has made orders against employees. The court has been very, very balanced.
Gikonyo citing a number of occasions where trade unions have benefited from court rulings.
For example, the Kenya National Union of Teachers, when it went to court on the bargaining agreement, the labor court ordered the TSC to pay teachers what is rightfully theirs. When the TSC delayed in complying with that order, the NAT went back to court and cited TSC for contempt of court.
But as the dust settles from the legal battle that has seen the KMPDU lose to the Laikipia County government, the union ironically promises grueling court battles as it seeks to sue county governments for failure to implement the 2017 collective bargaining agreements. This even as several other counties, including Kirinyaga, are still involved in court gridlocks with health workers for unresolved issues. Ibrahim Karanja, KTN.